Afternoon and welcome once again to the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. It is cold outside. You know, we've gone from, what was it yesterday, 55, maybe even 60 degrees to looks like a high of 29 degrees today. There's a little bit of flurry going on out there, but I don't think it's a whole lot to be all that concerned about. Low tonight is going to be 22 degrees. Going into tomorrow, partly cloudy. The high will be 31, a low of 19. Into Friday, again partly cloudy, a high of 37 and a low of 25. Saturday, looks like we're finally in for one of our first snowfalls of the season, of the year, of the new year certainly. We're looking at snow, 80% chance. The high will be 32 degrees and the low will be 27. Then into Sunday, it looks like AM snow showers, a high of 36 and a low of 21. Into Monday, mostly sunny with a high of 38 and a low of 21. And then into Tuesday, it looks like it's going to be partly cloudy, a high of 39, a low of 25. So we're kind of all over the place. But again, at this point, maybe Saturday, snow. And just remember, for everyone to know, if we do have significant snowfall where there's an accumulation, that snow removal, you need to remove the snow from your sidewalks within 4 hours after snowfall has ended. So please keep that in mind. A number of updates around the city, starting with engineering and public works. The only item, well, the main item that I've got on here right now, most significant, is that the public comment period for the Stimson Avenue project, it will end tomorrow. So please, if you're interested in weighing in on the Stimson Avenue project, you can go to the website, city's website, pull down engineering and public works, and I believe that there's an online survey there. It may even be on the city's front page, but certainly you'll be able to find it under engineering and public works. So that's one thing. Some other updates. Activities expected to be completed this week, the 6th through the 12th. East State Street and US 33 interchange, again, coordinating with the contractor for some lighting work that's going to continue. Signal work will also continue through this week. The Northwest Bike Path Spur, coordinating with the contractor to provide specific information ahead of the pre-con for the phase 3 of the Northwest Bike Path Spur, or as within my office we affectionately refer to it as the last phase of the Northwest Bike Path Spur, coordinating the geotech firm with the geotechnical firm to provide specific soil testing. The water treatment plant, contractor will continue working on the electrical work in that plant for Plant 1 and start working on Plant 1. Richland Avenue pedestrian passageway, we re-advertised. We did have a bid opening, but we didn't have any bid that came within the 10% over the engineer's estimated cost, so that will be rebid. The re-advertising is on Thursday, this Thursday. Let's see, what else? Stimson Avenue project, collecting public comments, as I mentioned to you, and again, can't stress that enough. If you want to talk, have input into the Stimson Avenue project, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a 2020 project, please make sure you do comment on that. Oh, let's see. Got a few other things. We sent in the 83 Columbus Road ODNR, Ohio Department of Natural Resources grant. Sent that information on to Arts, Parks, and Recreation for review. We do plan to reapply for funding for what was the Buy Low gas station or certified gas station down on Columbus Road, 83 Columbus Road, to see what we can do with that parcel and creating a trailhead to get onto the Columbus Road Bike Path Spur or access onto the bike lane that goes up Columbus Road. So more to follow on that. Some arts, parks, and recreation happenings going on. The 2019 Cincinnati Reds Caravan will be January 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The community center will be hosting the eastern leg of the 2019 Cincinnati Reds Caravan. The schedule to appear will include broadcaster Tom Brenneman, outfielder Philip Irwin, and Jesse Winkler. Let's see, minor league outfielder Stuart Fairfield, and some other folks who will be coming as part of the Cincinnati Reds Caravan. So come check that out. Youth basketball, the season is going to start January 28th at the community center. Youth instruction basketball starts on the 16th, so next week. National Girls and Women's Sports Day, that's coming up real quick. That's going to be here in Athens, the Breakfast of Champions, Saturday. That will be February 2nd, Groundhog's Day, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the community center. The panel discussion in the area of experts in the girls and women's sports industry, followed by a keynote speech from the Basketball Hall of Famer or Hall of Fame inductee and head coach for the New York Liberty, Katie Smith. Katie Smith of Logan, Ohio, who was on the Olympic team, if I'm not mistaken, in basketball or something along those lines. But Katie Smith, come check that out. It's free. Reservations are required, so you can call the community center to reserve your seat. Deadline for the Love of Athens photography show that's going to be January 11th. Submissions can be sent to Jolena Hansberger at artswestmarketing@gmail.com. Again, artswestmarketing@gmail.com. There's additional submission guidelines that can be found on Facebook at Arts West Gallery. So if you want to check it out, please do. The show will be on display from February 7th through March 1st in the Arts West Gallery. And then Sunday, January 13th from 3 to 5 p.m. It's the January Family Contra Dance. Bring the whole family out for an afternoon of song, dance, and music. The Trophy Wives will play hot tunes to get the kids and adults dancing together. So come check that out. That suggested donation is $3 per dancer. For more information, you can go to www.athenscontradance.org or you can call 740-590-4102. Christmas tree pickup. Again, to get this on everyone's radar, that this is out there, that Christmas tree pickup, it started the day after Christmas, and it will run through, I believe Christmas tree pickup will run all the way through February 1st, if I'm not mistaken. It is a free pickup service for discarded live trees on Tuesdays and Thursdays beginning January 14th and continuing, let's see, this... I do know that you can call Engineering and Public Works at 593-7636 to have your tree picked up at the curb. But this is also saying that, like I said, it'll continue all the way on through January to get your tree picked up. So keep that in mind. Leaf pickup extension, I think I've mentioned that in the past. The leaf pickup has been extended. The final sweep is January 7th through the 11th. Loose leaves break to the curb will be collected free of charge. So please keep that in mind. Graceful yoga. I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, and I openly admit that. But there's graceful yoga. This class will uses yoga as a powerful tool to transformation to achieve your personal goals. They'll focus on breathing work, inner practices to reduce stress and enhance physical and mental well-being. This will be on Tuesdays. Dates are January 10th through March 14th from 1 to 2 p.m. The fees for a member at the community center, it's $50. Non-members, it's $65. Walking gait assessment. Walking gait assessment. This is sponsored by the Ohio Valley Running Company, or at least they are a part of this. It will be Tuesday, January 10th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is a slow motion video to evaluate movement patterns as you walk, run, or run on a treadmill. The gait assessment reveals individual levels of mobility, stability, flexibility, and functional strength. So come check that out as well. I don't see a cost associated with that, so I say it's free. We'll see. Go check that out if you're curious. And then I've got a wellness series, Charity Miles Challenge. Charity Miles is an app that you can download at the App Store that donates 25 cents to your charity of choice for every mile that you walk, run, or bike. The app is free. And the corporate sponsors donate the money for you. Once you download the app, it will use your phone's GPS to measure the distances in which you run, walk, or bike. That will be from January 2nd, so it's already underway through the 31st. It records your mileage at the Athens Community Center. Record your mileage at the Athens Community Center to begin in the running for a challenge prize and help us reach our goal of 1,000 miles. This means $250 for your charity. So it's always good with New Year's resolutions to jump into things like this, but just don't let it stop, which most people do. People jump in right away, January, and it's like, I'm going to sit there and conquer all of my New Year's resolutions. And then usually around February, things start to really fade out. So stick with it. The Athens City Planner, Paul Logue, has put together a series of presentations about the 5 corridors in Athens. These are videos that have been released. The first video can be found on YouTube, the city's Facebook page, and the city's website. The presentations will be released weekly over the next few weeks. The first presentation discusses the upcoming comprehensive plan vision for the Union Street corridor. In this presentation, Paul talks about possible changes to West Union Street and compares it to the look and feel of Union now. You can catch these presentations on the government channel, which, as a reminder to everyone, is on 1024 on Spectrum. I know I've brought that up again and again in the past, so keep that in mind. Shade Tree Commission, tomorrow evening from 7 to 8:30 p.m. in council chambers here, so that's open to the public as they always are. So if you want to hear what's going on in the world of shade tree, come check that out. The Athens Municipal Arts Commission, its meeting is tonight at Arts West from 5:30 to 6:30. Again, open to the public, so come and check that out. Some of the agenda items for Arts West, just because I happened to bring it, not for Arts West, but for the Municipal Arts Commission, are, let's see, Creative Placemaking Week. Guests, I have a couple guests that are coming to talk about that. The Maggie Prest presentation, I think Ann Judy's going to be talking to that. The Arts Corridor Report, which is an interesting project. This Arts Corridor, Ohio Arts Corridor, is basically an idea that has come about with some level of interest through the current governor's administration, which will be changing, as you may or may not know, next week. But having an art corridor with large sculpture art going all the way from Circleville, Malta, McConnellsville area, also included in the future could be Logan, Athens, possibly Marietta, Zanesville, and other locations. Lancaster has been involved in this as in the planning phases, so a lot going on. The wastewater treatment plant panels, again, is going to be part of our conversation tonight in terms of expanding our scope of potential muralists that could paint on that wall or bestow their art on that wall, and various other things going on. That's all I've really got for today. A couple things that I'm going to be doing in the near future. I will be attending the public inauguration of the new governor next Monday at noon up at the State House to represent the city of Athens. I'll also be a panelist on the Ohio Planning Association, or the chapter of the American Planners Association, but up in Columbus, and is talking about smart cities and smart infrastructure, and on the panel with the city manager of Dublin, Ohio, Dana McDaniels, as well as a couple individuals from Marysville, but talking about the possibility of really expanding smart cities with smart infrastructure, i.e. Smart highways and roadways. So it should be an interesting conference to be part of that panel representing, again, the great city of Athens, Ohio. That all said, one more reminder about snow removal. If we do have snow accumulation this weekend, but really anytime, folks, with snow impacts, once snowfall has ended, snow does need to be removed from sidewalks within 4 hours after the snowfall has ended. And it's not just to make the sidewalks look nice, it's to make sure that we're making safe passageway for some of our older citizens in the city of Athens, as well as those with special needs, to be able to enhance their mobility through an environment that is challenging, to say the least, on a non-snow event day. So please get out there and make sure that you're removing snow from your sidewalks after snow events. Other than that, please tune in next week for the next installment of the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. Take care.